Oh, okay. Yeah, check it. We got the New Day tag team champs. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's go. What's up, guys? Got 8-time SmackDown WWE Tag Team Champs, the New Day. This was actually a great episode of SmackDown Live. I know that we're going through tough times, and a lot of people are really feeling these open arena matches, these empty arena matches, but I'm trying to make the best of them, and it's really showing how creative these wrestlers are, because actually, my biggest concern about these empty arena matches was that you can actually hear the wrestlers like calling moves on the spot, but they're doing a pretty good job of covering that up. So I gotta give it to them on that. you actually they kind of showed them actually talking trash to one another. But let's get down to what we're here, the review of SmackDown. Well, yeah, today. Let's see. SmackDown kicked it off with Braun Strowman coming to the ring to be on the show of Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. Basically, I have my whole thing about Braun Strowman. If y'all made him the champ, please let him have I want to say at least 4 months reign. At least 4 months reign. Because if you drop the ball on him and he loses the title on Money in the Bank, it's just like, why? Then you just proved our point that Braun Strowman was basically, y'all didn't have nothing left, so y'all just gave the belt to Braun Strowman, and y'all really didn't want him to be a grand champion anyway. So Braun was talking about how Bray Wyatt, how he used to be part of the Wyatt family, and Bray didn't create him. He is his own man, and that Bray likes to play these mind games on his opponent, as we've seen in the past, like with Randy Orton and Daniel Bryan, and just recently John Cena. So once the show was coming to an end, Braun saw a package, a present. It was like a present. He thought that Alexa Bliss had sent, but it was actually from Bray, and it was a sheet mask that he used to wear when he was part of the Wyatt family, the black sheep of the group. And look, I like any feuds with Bray Wyatt because it's interesting. He makes people better. I hope he can do the same with Braun. And hopefully by Money in the Bank, Braun stays the champion. That's just how I feel. Next up, we got Sasha Banks versus Tamina. Now, Tamina's been in the company for years, and I was actually quite shocked that she won this match, because how they, over the years, they treated Tamina. Like, honestly, Tamina should have had a reign long ago, like when she was with AJ Lee. Remember when she was AJ Lee's bodyguard? They missed their opportunity with that, but I'm so happy that Tamina actually got her chance, and I was actually shocked because I thought, hey, it's Sasha Banks, but they do Sasha dirty too. Like, as soon as she becomes champion, she drops it her next title defense. But I was really happy that Tamina got her shine. She's been putting in work for years, and honestly, I think she's been overlooked. So congrats to Tamina for the W. Yes. And another, and I know everybody's seen the Dark Side of the Ring, the Jimmy Snuka, and I really thought they was gonna be petty and just not show her at all, or not have her win this, because that's a negative shadow over the WWE, especially what they said Vince had allegedly done with Jimmy Snuka. Like, he kind of swept everything under the rug. So I'm happy that they're not being petty for that. But it was a nice match. My favorite part of the match is when Sasha Banks gave her that T-shirt. To me, it was like, this is a small. I wear a extra large. Whew, I gotta love my thick women. But next we have Sheamus versus enhancement talent. Because the reason why I use enhancement talent, because a lot of y'all use the term jobbers, and I don't, honestly, if you're not in the wrestling business, I don't think you should use jobbers. That's just my, because that's come on guys, y'all know that's disrespectful to wrestlers. So I'm gonna use enhancement talent. I'm sorry. But yeah, and I'm very happy that these last couple weeks that we're seeing enhancement talent of color, like Tahiti Miles that we just saw on Monday Night Raw. It's nice. They're coming up, man, and they looking good. It's not just a flat out squash match. They're actually putting some work in. So I want to give WWE a little shine, because you know how they how they tend to do, not just, you know, black wrestlers, but wrestlers of color. So I'm very happy with that. Hopefully we will get our black wrestlers out of black man purgatory. Shout out Coco Cena, you know, Evan T. Mack. All right. Next, Sheamus won that match, obviously. Next, we have a little vignette of Jeff Hardy, you know, making his return from, you know, legal troubles, and, you know, and all I can say is, and this probably won't give me a lot of trouble with some wrestling fans, but you know, really, I don't care. Let's just be honest with Jeff Hardy for a minute. He's been having problems since 2016, drinking, drugs, you know, and all that mess. Like, bruh, you came to work, you had a match against Sting, and you was high. And don't get me wrong, I'm for people to get second chances, but Jeff Hardy is on his at least 12th chance. Like, bruh, these companies are giving you chance after chance, and you just continually mess up. Don't get me wrong, I'm the biggest Jeff Hardy fan there is, but you can't coddle him like Jeff fucks up. I'm sorry to use bad language, but Jeff messed up. He has to own it. Okay, but y'all it's 2020 now. He's been doing this mess since 2006. And y'all keep saying that, oh, he needs to straighten up. But this man obviously hasn't straightened up. And we're supposed to forgive him every chance he does. Now, I know people say, hey, Tevin, we're all humans and stuff, but come on, bro. You're 40 years old and you keep on making the dumb mistakes over and over again, and you keep saying you're sorry. As a fan, I'm thinking you're insulting my intelligence when you do this. Like, Jeff, I hope you get better, and whatever you're going through, I hope you can overcome, because, brother, the wrestling world needs you. But if you keep on messing up time after time, I can't feel bad for you. I'm sorry. That's just the person I am. I can't feel bad for a person that keeps over and over again. So that's just my 2 cents on it. Like, I want Jeff Hardy. Like, trust me, I would love to see Jeff Hardy in another WWE title round. But the way he's going now is just, it's like, since he's been back, I think he's been in trouble with the law like at least 2 times. I think it's 3, but it's just like, come on, bro. You gonna learn your lesson on what? Anyways, sorry for the rant. Next, we got Carmella and Dana Brooke backstage. Nice to see Carmella back. You know, I heard the rumors that she had got the coronavirus, and, you know, so now we see that she's okay. It's nice to see her back because, you know, Mela is money. And nice to see them doing something with Dana Brooke. You know, so the match is Dana versus Naomi. And I'm not gonna lie, I was actually quite shocked about this match. I actually thought Naomi was gonna win. You know, she just came back, from her being blackballed because she was associated with the Usos. The Usos got in trouble, if you can remember, later last year. So she kind of fell into that. They didn't put her on TV for whatever reason. I don't know. Guess it was kind of a punishment too. But, I thought, she getting put back on TV. She was going to actually, do something. And hey, now she's in, I guess now, black woman purgatory. But, time will tell. We should see how she does. But yeah, Dana Brooke with the W, and hey, I guess it's who you know in the wrestling business. Wink. and and I like, for the people who don't get that, it was like months ago on Twitter, Dana Brooke and Batista, they were going back and forth flirting with each other. So it's been speculated that Dana Brooke and Batista are actually a thing now. So yeah, in the words of AJ Lee, talent is not sexually transmitted. but but I'm proud for Dina. She was always my favorite, even back when she was with what was it, Emma? And she did that. I actually thought they was gonna do stuff with her, but things don't turn out how the way you want. But Dana Brooke with the W, so I'm really intrigued to see what she's gonna do now. And apparently she has a tag team match with Carmella next week for a shot at the women's tag team titles that are currently held by Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. Oh, hey, she can win both? Wow, yeah, it's really who you know. That's all I'm gonna say. So next we have Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. Now, if y'all been keeping up with the last couple of weeks, it's been I want to say a love triangle. It's been like I don't know what you call it, but it's been quite entertaining. And like every year they have these matches at WrestleMania, or like very personal matches and like love stories and whatever. And this Otis and Mandy story, I gotta get it up to WWE. That was my most looking forward to match at WrestleMania. Actually, Otis and Dolph Ziggler. Whew. And it's amazing that somebody like Otis, coming from Heavy Machinery, had got to have a match at WrestleMania. Like, I wish that the stage. I mean, I wish there was an audience for that moment for Otis. Like, bruh, I can bet you in a million years he probably never thought he would have a singles match at WrestleMania, and the fact that he beat Dolph Ziggler, and and this just and this little love triangle that Otis, Mandy, and Dolph are in, like, it really got me thinking what Vince really thinks of Dolph Ziggler, because this is not his first like love triangle. Because if you remember a couple years ago, he was in something between John Cena and Nikki Bella. That whole thing was kind of it made for must see TV. But now I was just seeing on Miss and Mrs. that he touched Maurice's breast, and Dolph was like, "Whoa, oh, I'm sorry." like Dolph keeps getting him in these situations, bro. It's crazy like how they really think of him. And honestly, for those who haven't heard about those recent releases of WWE, it's crazy, because I actually thought Dolph was on the chopping block too, just because he's been in that company for years, and they're paying him a lot of money basically just to put over other talent that they have. So I actually thought that he was gonna be one of them, but I'm glad that Dolph stuck around. So you have Sonya Deville confronting Mandy Rose, that she's been trying to tell her for weeks, apologizing. Well, as we thought she was going to apologize, but it turns out it wasn't an apology. She was basically saying how selfish Mandy Rose was for not putting Fire and Desire first, but worrying about her own career and not her, Sonya Deville's as a friendship. So then you have Dolph coming out and Dolph trying to explain himself, but then Sonya just attacks Mandy, and Dolph was like, "Whoa, what are you doing? I'm trying to, create peace here." And then, Otis comes Otis knocks out Dolph. So it's just Dolph and Mandy left in the ring. And then Dolph comes back trying to get, one over. But Otis knocks Dolph Ziggler out the ring once again. That was kind of awkward. Like, it's like they missed a spot and Dolph was coming back in there just to do it. But, hey, it is what it is. So I'm very intrigued to see where this feud goes between the four of them. It's quite interesting. Next, we see the Howard Finkel, the Finkster. He passed away this weekend. I'm not quite sure what it was from. It was either the coronavirus or because he's about 70 years old. I mean, I don't want to say that's kind of young, but what's going on in the world. It's very sad that we lost another legend. So it was a nice video homage paid for him. It was nice. Howard, miss you. Rest up. Next we have the Forgotten Sons video package. And one thing I hate that WWE does is that they call up people from NXT too quickly. Like, Forgotten Sons had done nothing in NXT and they got called up. Same like with what's that tag team? With Aaron Young, Killian Dane, and like what were they called again? I can't remember. It's not on my top of my head. But yeah, like they got called up way too early. It's just like, what was the point? And the fact that when Forgotten Sons were in NXT, it was kind of a weird period because it seemed like they turned them from heel to babyface. And I say that because there was a NXT UK team that kind of invaded NXT, and then the Forgotten Sons got involved and was like, with the whole American pride, because Jackson Riker, he's in Proud Marine, and they was basically saying, this is America, we're not gonna let such and such happen. So it seemed like they were turning them babyface. Then when they got caught up to SmackDown, they were back heel. So it's just this confusion going on. And I mean, if you're a diehard fan, it's confusing. But if you're a casual, you'd be like, oh, you don't see nothing of it. And as soon as I saw them on SmackDown, first thing came to mind was, wow, they gonna turn these Forgotten Sons into a biker gang, just like they did what was it, DOA? Y'all remember DOA back in the Attitude Era? Coming to the ring with motorcycles before Undertaker did it. I believe that's where they got the idea. But yeah, it was like 8-Ball and it was two other guys, DOA, the Disciples of the Apocalypse. I remember it. And just first when I saw Forgotten Sons on SmackDown, that is the first thing that came to mind. I was like, oh, they're going to give them a biker gimmick. It's coming. Just wait. Y'all might not see it now, but that's why I really think it's going to happen. But Forgotten Sons, yeah, man, they are very easily to forget. I'm just being honest. Like, if y'all gonna push them straight out the gate. Don't have them around like you did Eric Young and Killian Damas. What's his name? Sawyer Fulton. Cause y'all messed that tag team up, and I'm really mad about that. That was the tag team that they should have pushed for real. And I hope Forgotten Sons don't become another the Ascension, because Ascension was another leg up. They just dropped the ball on Ascension. But yeah, got the Forgotten Sons on SmackDown now. Then you have Daniel Bryan versus Cesaro for a qualifying match for the Money in the Bank match. And let me tell you, these matches that they made, like next week you got Drew Gulak versus King Corbin. I think that's one of them. Either Drew Gulak versus Shinsuke, or is it Drew Gulak versus King Corbin? But these matches, I'm very intrigued because I saw some on Monday. So then on Friday, that I'm like, wow, I can't wait to see that match. I think one of the matches I really just want to see, and I'm trying to figure out what they gonna do because well, let me tell you, is MVP versus Apollo Crews. Like, I'm kind of like, the whole black man purgatory. It's like, I can see them pushing Apollo beat MVP because MVP is not like he's not on a roster full time, But then again, because they've been screwing Apollo for these last couple of years, I can see them how they gonna screw Apollo over and MVP winning that jump. So yeah, I'm very interested. I know I go like, my interest in wrestling is probably different from other people because y'all worrying about people like Roman Reigns, AJ Styles, and all of them. I like the undercard guys, like nobody pays attention to because I see talent in them, like Zack Ryder. Like, y'all of all people, y'all let Zack Ryder go. Like, he got himself over. Like, and that's what you want. You want people to get them over so you don't have to put that much work. But you let a guy that literally put his own self over when he was getting no TV time, and y'all let him go? Like, man, like, really? So, yeah, so enough about that. But yeah, Daniel Bryan won the match against Cesaro, so he's up to the Money in the Bank. I'm really looking forward to this and actually seeing the Money in the Bank matches because honestly, that is, I think, my favorite pay-per-view of all is Money in the Bank because I always want to see who wins that and gets the Money in the Bank briefcase because, most likely they're going to be the next champion, whatever. And next match we have, well, it was not really a match. It was an attack from Baron Corbin to Elias. And let me tell you, what Baron Corbin did to Elias, like, he took that, what was it, mic stand or whatever, and just went the throat of Elias, and you just heard him coughing like he crushed his windpipe. Whew, that's just sending chills. I was like, woo, that was a little graphic there. So I'm interested to see what they're doing. Like with Corbin, obviously that's their to-go guy for the heel side, so they're gonna push Corbin no matter what. And I really don't have a problem. It was just when he was like the Constable Baron Corbin, I couldn't stand Baron Corbin, honestly. But I think the reason why I'm still kind of on Baron Corbin's side is because his days in NXT, where they were pushing him right. Like, he was kind of a babyface, but he wasn't. He was like an anti-hero, kind of like a Undertaker. So I'd love to see where this feud goes. Next, the last match, we have a triple threat match for the tag team champions of the world. We have Big E of the New Day versus The Miz of Miz and Morrison. And I always get this confused. I think it was Jay from the Usos. But yeah, as you see, what was it for WrestleMania? We had also a triple threat match for the titles. You had Kofi versus John Morrison versus Jimmy. And that was, in my opinion, that was the best match of the night, wrestling-wise. I know a lot of people said it was the AJ Styles Undertaker match, but wrestling-wise, I believe that triple threat ladder match they had for the tag, that stole the show. So, and once again, I am shocked. Big E with the win. And it's obviously because I didn't expect them for Miz and Morrison to lose those titles that quickly, especially after WrestleMania. So now it just looks like they're trying to beat the Dudley Boys record, and they're going to give it to the New Day since the Usos, they had their troubles with the year. So I think they're kind of in a doghouse or whatever. But that wasn't a bad match, though. Like, that when Miz and Jay put Big E through that table, that was the highlight of the night right there. Amazing match. So it's quite interesting. And the only reason I say I'm shocked that the New Day win is because really the New Day don't need the titles no more. And it's obviously what they're trying to do. They're trying to make them break the record. I'm just ready for the New Day to break up. And I want to know what was going to be the reason. Like, I really want Xavier Woods to turn heel on the guy. I really won't, but it's probably, if they do that, it's probably gonna be Big E that's gonna turn heel, and I want to see Big E as a WWE champion or Universal champion, because that man deserves it, and it kills me when people like Stone Cold says they're vanilla. Like, really, you Xavier, Kofi, and Big E vanilla, but you will praise that heck out of Roman. And don't get me wrong, Roman gets my all respect in the world, but the fact that y'all said that WrestleMania match that he had between The Undertaker was a good match, no, it wasn't. Stop lying. Stop the BS. Yo, you only saying that because you work for WWE, and because when you mess up that tombstone spot that everybody has done, from Kurt Angle, from Edge to AJ Styles, y'all know that reverse tombstone, and Roman couldn't do it. That really made me mad. So you can't not tell me that was a good match. And then you wanna, oh man, you wanna put down Kofi. Like, if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, it was a point where it was somebody asked a question to Stone Cold, and the question was, why don't you think there's enough, I think they said enough black WWE champions? And Stone Cold basically saying, well, you know, the few that they have, and trust me, there's a lot now. The few, but at the time, the few that he said they're missing something, and I'm just like, what are they missing? But you would give Roman Reigns 6 champion, like really, like, come on now. And Xavier Woods has always been great on the mic, and wrestling wise, very underrated. If you let Xavier Woods go, he's on AJ Styles level. I'm dead serious about that. If you let him wrestle, no holdbacks, not watered down, Xavier Woods is really athletic the way they show him on TV. So, you know, that's just my 2 cents. Hey guys, this is like my first review, so I want everybody to leave a comment. Have a discussion going in the comments. Tell me what y'all want to have me do next. Like, I'm going to do a whole bunch of reviews. I'm going to take wrestling matches from the past. Like, one of my favorite wrestling matches, the Shelton Benjamin versus Triple H. I'm going to critique that, tell you what I feel about it. Kind of like my reaction to it and everything. But if there's a match that you want me to watch and we can talk about, I'll record it and you just give me your feedback. Like and subscribe to my page. Watch my other videos. Hit the share button. Subscribe. Like, guys, like, come on. It's like, I know we got the coronavirus and that's kind of messing up a lot of wrestling, but hey guys, we just got to be innovative, and hopefully this will go away, because, you know, I do miss the live shows. So hit that like button, guys. Thank you.